And one begins to wonder if the decision to have a he said, when you get to 4, 3, 2, what is that supposed to mean? It is expected that this couple will have children. And in the African setting where we find ourselves, you know how in-laws behave and how parents who want to be grandparents start mounting pressure on their children who are yet to get married so they can start having children. And for the ones that are married, what are you guys waiting for? Give me grandchildren. So children are important. Happy is a man that has his quiver filled with them. So says the Holy Book again. However, the decision to have these children, have they been sought through? Thoroughly, I mean. Or is it just something people do now to fulfill all righteousness? And mind you, it's not just in marriage people can have children now. People are deciding to just be baby mamas and baby daddies. So two people are dating, and before you know it, someone gets pregnant. They don't have to necessarily get married, but the children are there. So whether they plan for it, whether they agree to it, they have done what people who want children do. So it is almost inevitable for the children not to come. Davido, for instance, has several baby mamas. Two-Face Idibia, on the other hand, several baby mamas. Some of the celebrities that you admire, several baby mamas. And it's not a big deal anymore. If you go to the Riverine area where I come from in Bayelsa State, somewhere in Nembe local government area, you will see teenagers with children. People that used to call you uncle, auntie before now have children, and they're beginning to raise shoulder with you like, me self, I don't born, no. And it's a thing of pride that you can actually give birth to children. So whether or not you can take care of them, doesn't really matter. You don't born, be say you don't born. Me say you don't born. But let us look at this thing critically. A 20-year-old woman, some time ago, Abigail Agbubla, had killed her 2 children by poisoning them. And the reason she poisoned them, hold on. She poisoned them because her husband failed to bring feeding money. Now, this happened in South Africa. She's 28 years old. She was arrested for the mother of her 2 children after she poisoned them in a fit of rage over her husband's failure to bring home feeding money. It happened on the 6th of August. The husband is a bricklayer, and he left for work that morning without giving her any money for food. She was reportedly already upset about her husband's frequent absences and lack of financial support, and she became even more enraged when he didn't return home with any money that evening. So in a fit of rage, she poisoned her 2 children, one 3-year-old and one 5-year-old, a 5-year-old boy and a 3-year-old girl, with rat poison. The children were rushed to the hospital, but sadly, they were pronounced dead on arrival. Some other place, a woman kills her 2 minor sons, and she was held by the police, and she said, you know what, I was depressed. 35-year-old woman this time around, aged 1 and 7 years. While they were asleep, she killed them, and the police said the woman slit her children's necks with a knife. Her husband, Vahalda, in the Indian Army, is currently posted in Jammu and Kashmir. The couple has an 8-year-old daughter who is alive. We have arrested the mother and produced her before a court, which sent her to judicial custody. According to the police, the preliminary inquiry has found that the woman is suffering from depression. For the last few years, she has been suffering from depression, and she has started telling people that she was wasting her knowledge by not taking up a job offer. So she killed because she was depressed. Again, another mother allegedly kills her children because her husband married a second wife. Her own was done in a protest. The woman allegedly killed the children in protest of her husband's decision to take another wife. The incident happened while the husband was staying with his new wife in another house. Oh, and then all the way down to Kenya, another woman stabs her children and the father, and was attempting to commit suicide when they caught her. Say no, mba. Stabs her husband, kills her 2 children before attempting suicide. Why am I sharing these different stories? Because it's not peculiar to the African continent or Nigeria alone. It's happening in other climes. And this time, the children are the endangered ones. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk. What critical factors should be considered before deciding to have children? So that tomorrow you not come and kill the children because you're either protesting, or maybe you're depressed, or your husband refused to bring feeding money, or whatever it is. And this is not peculiar to just women killing these children. Some men have been involved in such acts. I think somewhere in the north, a lady killed her stepchild as well. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003 0817 923 0007, and the female caller line is 0817 923 0009. Once again, WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 0306416. Remember to turn down the volume of your radio set as you call. Be audible so we can hear you. A call screener is on standby to take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. On Twitter, we are live at Nigeria Info PH, and Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Emmanuel from Romokuta, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Thank you. Let me start by saying, before we go into marriage, we should know the purpose of the Almighty God in setting up a human marriage foundation. Just like in Genesis chapter 1, verses 36 to 26, God's purpose to remove a loneliness and for we to have our children as our forever property, as our own forever property. So if a man and a woman go into marriage without having this knowledge, then if anything negative happen, we're not going to killing those children. If the woman that did this were to have known that his children were her forever property, she wouldn't have done that. And let me conclusively say that men that marry, they should have this knowledge to have one wife instead of going into many wives. And the women too, when you see that a man is married, don't go into that family again.
All right.
You know that the man has a wife and children. You know for your own, instead of going to destroy the family. That's my contribution.
All right, thank you. Elobam from Artillery, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
I greet you, Didi.
I answer you.
What I want to talk about this year matter. You are mentioning the one that happened in South Africa, in Kenya, everywhere. The one that happened for Woji Junction the other day. One of the cases did. One girl, where they say policeman give belly. The girl don't bomb the key. They say policeman where they could give them belly. Or she can come out. The girl carry belly. Don't bomb for the woman. The girl carry picky way, 1 month picky way, don't bomb. Carry the girl, he can bomb to the picky. We don't grow like 5 months. Hit the head for ground. The neighborhood don't know saying that attempt to kill that boy before. When the girl cry, when the boy cry, to the neighborhood come out. Not that the girl wants to kill the boy. They begin to beat the girl, beat and carry and go one big chemist where they are, where they treat the baby. So you are talking about that one. The one is about to happen is here. They can't jack the girl and the jack it and go.
Elomba. I cited instances of the ones that happened both in Nigeria, in Kenya, in South Africa, and in India. So I may not have mentioned the one that happened at Wodi, but I'm not here to mention stories. Listen, Elomba, let's not digress. My question is pretty straightforward. What factors should be considered before deciding to have children? Can you give me answers, please?
One of the things I want to say there is this. Anybody who wants to go into something should learn that thing very well. Because cases like this, they have a social welfare, like motherless babies home. If you don't tire to carry the baby, you can go and dump it for them, but to commit such crime. God bless you.
Good luck from Andoni. Welcome to the sunny side. I hope you do understand the conversation.
All right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
What should be done is before a man or a woman goes into marriage, they should know that it has to do with bearing of children, and they should equally think of how they are financially buoyant to cater for their needs and that of the child or the children they will be having.
Okay.
Because similar things like this even happened in the Bible in those days when they were, when two children decided to eat their children and ate one and the rest. So, this hunger can frustrate. It can make a lot of persons to lose what they see. So please, before a woman and a man comes together, they both should know that they need to have something doing. Some of the women believe if I go and marry, all my burden will be on the man. I think that it's not easy catching for yourself, let alone catching for another person, and newborn babies that will be coming, they will be sick, considering the present situation we are having. So women should look for skills, please. Because if you should come to my area, you see a lot of girls working, they don't have skills. But they don't mind. So then they feel immediately like getting into the hand of a man. That's all. No, please. We should change this narrative. We should enlighten youth, females especially. Please, they need a lot of enlightenment for them to know that they should equally look for what to do in order to assist the family, so that the pressure will not come. Please, that is my advice.
All right, thank you, Chinda. Oh dear. Gladson from Thai, welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my contribution is that any man or woman who is going into marriage before having kids, you must believe that that's something you can use to take care of your children, believing that children are the gift from God, not running away from your responsibility. And if peradventure situation turns around, the woman should not give up on the man, and the man should not give up for the woman. Because it is important that you guys come together so that the Lord can bless your day.
All right, then. Thank you. Thank you, Gladson. I do see some tweets on Twitter. I think I'll start with Twitter before moving on to Facebook, and then I'll end it with WhatsApp. Once again, the number is 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. What critical factors should be considered before deciding to have children? As someone else says, both partners must evaluate their material and financial capacity to take care of the child or children. Both partners must evaluate their capacity in terms of maturity needed, understanding / sufficient knowledge to parents. Okay, thank you. Real Gift from Port Harcourt Town. Welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead.
Good afternoon to you, no, not my lady. Good afternoon to you, lady. Sorry, good afternoon, lady. G2W.
Good afternoon to you.
You don't confuse me. Thank you very much. Well, this question we bring up this afternoon, even aptitude test, no day like this. Well, for me, I think it should be your mental readiness, one, and your financial capability. Those two should go pari passu with each other, so that at the end of the day you know that indeed number of children and maybe the economy also, because some persons were doing fine when they started having their children. But as we speak right now, life, like they say, came with our own issues. So what happens then? And again, that mental readiness is where, I mean, you as a couple should know how many children you can take care of, peradventure, even when the economy slumps somewhat. And the mental capability, both for you and your wife. Because let's assume my own side, financially. If the wife side is flowing, you can continue taking care of your children. You understand my point?
Yeah.
But now, when it be said only one side, even though you now raise the issue of single mothers, I don't think some people will we call it local balance, come make we born. In those type of situations, sometimes the children are not even many. It might be one or two, but yet because that intention, mental readiness is okay, I want to take care of these children or this child is not there. You find out that the children need to be like that, and you know that a goat owned by the community suffers from malnutrition. So when the father is not even ready to take care of it, and then the mother decides to say, okay, make I take care of this kid on my own, and our financial capability is not there, what happens? So for me, if mentally you are ready to have children, I believe you can, from there, know the number of children you are capable of taking care of.
Okay.
There's no, even if the Bible says go into the world and multiply, the Bible not tell us the number of multiplication now. And wisdom. Thank you very much, Valerie.
All right. Chinda, welcome back. Go ahead, Chinda from Chinda.
Yeah, Dennis, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. How are you doing now?
I'm good.
Okay, both of us know very much that that thing is a psychological issue. You understand?
Okay.
They think maybe killing your child will attract the person, forgotten about the bigger picture, the bigger problem you are creating for yourself. Because the police will come in, prison is there, court is there. So we should tell people about the consequences, not just I want to protest about yourself, like the other Kenyan woman, the one that killed those two girls because the husband slept outside. You killed your two daughters. Can you imagine? Because of your own personal feelings, you killed those two beautiful children. So, David, thank you for bringing up this issue so that you tell people, National Orientation Agency, I don't know their job in Nigeria. They don't have work. They just go there every day, collect salary at the end of the month.
Chinda, what are the factors that should be considered? Hello? What are the factors that should be considered by any individual who wants to have children?
You know, it's a psychological problem.
Okay, only psychology.
So,
all right, then. Thank you. Thank you so much. Where was I? Did I say, okay, I said I will end everything on WhatsApp. So let me move on to Facebook. Permit me to do that quickly. Accessing some of your messages sometimes takes a very long time, longer than expected. Tammy Duffing on Facebook says, I'm feeling so bad hearing women killing their own children they carried for 9 months. No matter the anger, nobody should take one's life. Schoolboy Zuguru Wiebe says, particularly the men have shelter first and have something doing like hand walk to feed the lady. If not, stay clear. Great Erudite says the choice to have children is one of the most significant moments of a person's life. Before deciding whether or not, there are some factors to be considered. 1, financial ability. 2, mental health. 3, partner relationship. 4, education. 5, genetic. I rest my case. Comrade Ambassador Bura Pakol says, all this boils down to financial capacity and concurrent mutual understanding between the both parties and should be discussed before children bearing. Finally, be ready to face any shock that might come in because children come with responsibility. Thanks. I'm watching from United Arab Emirates. Wow. Thank you, Comrade Ambassador, for watching all the way from there. I hope you have our mobile app as well. All right, back to some more messages on Facebook. This one is from Kelechi Kalu, and he says, at least good accommodation, financial stability, and good environment. Makachika Dikenuba says, nothing, even mad people have children. Really? Nothing should be considered before having children, because even mad people have children. Okay, well, the people that are not mad are doing a lot of crazy stuff to their children. How much more a mad person? Now, this goes beyond the ones that have killed their children. What about the ones that will give birth and believe that one relative will be responsible for that child? What of the ones that give birth and will send their children to go and be house helps? What are the ones that have given birth and subjected their children to child labor? So killing is just one thing that will befall a child born in an unfortunate circumstance. And like I said, these children are innocent as far as everything around you is concerned. Whether subsidy is removed today or not, it's not, they didn't bargain for it. So your decision should come with some level of thorough thinking, I believe, right? So that you're not frustrated in the process and you don't carry out this frustration on them. It would only make sense. So we don't have more stories like this. It's possible for anyone to go into depression. Hence, some things should be considered. It's possible for you to have a child when the going was good, and then somewhere down the line, everything is lost. There are so many things that are unpredictable, or what some of you would label unforeseen circumstances. Hence, there should be some critical considerations before taking the step to bring another life into this world. What are those considerations? Or do you believe, like this man, Makachika, nothing, even mad people have children? Moving on, Priye Abe says, from my own view, there must be a budget plan, like saving. Having your own offspring to cater for becomes human investment. Chisom Noel also on Facebook says, money. Ufanabong Daniel Sampson says, environment must first of all be considered. Subsequently, self-awareness, bad behavioral patterns, and then financial intelligence. Otakwela says genotype and a structured plan / budget. And he needs to hear more from you. 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0007, and 0817 923 0009. Please, I will need some bit of assistance here in the studio. Anybody? Emmanuel from Gokana says, from your story you have narrated, I think psychological evaluation should be carried out on potential. He fights for me, all my battles.
Liberty Gospel Church, Port Harcourt presents 5 days.
Back to your messages. I was reading out of Emmanuel from Gokana, who says, from your story you have narrated, I think psychological evaluation should be carried out in potential couples. Moreover, the partners should have something doing to support themselves. This was a greetings to you, the presenter. Much as I agree that people should be prepared mentally, financially, culturally, and otherwise, but things can equally fall apart in course of their marriage or any other business. But due to the failure of governance in most countries and the lack of cohesion by neighbors where we are no longer our brother's keepers, this is what the end result has become. As no condition is permanent and the governments must strengthen our social welfare systems to adequately cater for the downtrodden. Elder Chile Edwin sent that in. Interesting. Oh, I lost that call. Now, someone else says, if we do a review, you will realize most of these women that indulge in such acts are jobless. They bring nothing to the table. A home where both partners are trying for the home financially, you see how they thrive, complementing each other. The days the man doesn't bring anything home, the woman holds brief. As for the factors, for me, just bank on God's grace and apply wisdom. Nigeria info. We lost the call again. This one says factors to be considered before having children. 1. Nigeria economic factor. 2. Global inflation factor. 3. School fees factor. 4. Feeding till 18 years factor. 5. Your pocket factor. 6. Your spiritual factor. Sammy from Rumekini. Now these factors are indeed factors. Those are indeed factors. Back to your Facebook messages. Jones Peace says stable and reliable source of income, mentally and psychologically ready, conducive environment, creating family time. Also, work on your temperament. Work on your temperament. So temperament is very important. How many of us even know our temperaments to start with? See, I can tell you this for a fact that sometimes children can annoy you. Yes. And it's not like it's something they want to do intentionally. It's because they are who they are, children. And you know, they say it's harder to control children. So the responsibility of instilling discipline in your child, providing for that child, being there for the child even when you're not okay yourself, because your child or the children would definitely need attention. And yes, someone was not wrong when they said the economy. Subsidy removal is hitting hard on some families. And you expect some people that just got married today to start having children. Anyway, we'll come back to this and round up after trending stories. Just stay tuned to us. We are Nigeria Info.
Keeping up with political issues and developments around you only on Nigeria Info.
up in the next 1 minute, and it will run up until, say, 1:30. But this is what is going to happen. If you still want to share your thoughts on the conversation, talking about critical considerations before you decide to have children, you can drop them on WhatsApp. I will read them when we come back from this break. Okay, I will definitely read them, and we'll just do a summary of all that has been said so far. My name is Denise Aneswala, and it's still the sunny side on your number one station for Talk 90.3 Nigerian Fit. Just stay tuned to us.
On your number one talk station.
You get a daily dose of news trends on